Welcome back to the Press Box NIU edition. I'm Daily-Chronicle sports editor John Stife. I'm here with sports reporter Nick Gartz and sports reporter John Stolley. Huskies got a second straight big win at home, beat Toledo 38-7. Talk a little bit about the game.
Well, Toledo historically is a program that has really just owned NIU. Whether it's in NIU, whether it's at Toledo, they win those games. So to beat the Toledo 38-7, that's a big win, historically, and it's a big win for the program to move above 500 and move to 3-1 in the MAC West.
And last year that was a lot different game. I mean, we know the score was 70-21, but just talking about where NIU was at that point in the season and what happened from there.
You're talking about a lot of injuries. I mean, things were starting to pile up. You getting to know that it was the end of the season. Things weren't looking that great, and that just typified how bad that season was last year. A 2-10 season, you lose by almost 50 points to your rival. I mean, that pretty much typifies that season.
All right, and this season, a completely different outlook coming out of this Toledo game. That, like I said, there's 2 straight home wins, but coming into Bowling Green, they look like they're a good team in this conference.
Bowling Green is 3-1 on the road. This game is in Husky Stadium, so that bodes well for Bowling Green. Bowling Green has a quarterback named Tyler Sheehan who can throw the ball all over the place. They run a spread offense. The spread offense has given the Huskies a little bit of trouble so far this season, despite the defense playing so well in the last 5 games.
All right. And Nick, when you've been here, it's been usually, NIU has one running back, and that running back has a bunch of yards, but this year it's like you don't really know what to expect coming into the game because, I mean, we've had a bunch of different guys. I think 4 different guys have had big games for them this year.
Exactly. I mean, you look at the past, it's always been 2 running backs. There's been a dominant running back, and then there's always been that really good, solid backup. But it also shows you what type of running backs Joe Novak brought in. I mean, you could tell he had a really good stable running backs, and it's proven this year where you have five different running backs coming in and playing pretty well.
All right, so looking at the rest of the season for NIU, this week would probably be one of them that seems like a winnable game, but how many games do you think this NIU team could end up winning now?
I think a lot of that depends on what they do against Bowling Green. I think this is really a sort of turning point in the season, a very big game for them, because if they win this game, you move up to 5 wins overall. You're at 4-1 in the MAC West. And then you got Ball State on the road. You still have Central Michigan and Kent State. Those are 3 big games for MAC play.
All right, and the quarterback situation seemed to be up in the air for a while, but, I mean, it looks like Chandler really secured that it's his spot.
Jerry Kill said earlier this week he was just happy that he could name the starting quarterback on Tuesday, and Chandler Harnish did a real nice job, very efficient, 173 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, and I think he really did secure that starting spot.
All right, and we'll see what Chandler can do on Saturday, and we'll be back next week to tell you all about it. Once again, you got any questions, comments, send them to sports@daily-chronicle.com, and we'll see you next week.